guys! So in 2018 I had a list of series that I wanted to read before the year was over, and because of disorganization and not really being in the reading mood like the last 8 months of the year, or actually I don't even really think I was in the reading mood at all this year, but because of that I only actually read one of the series on my list, and that was The Raven Cycle. And to help with this disorganization problem, I have turned my reading journal into a bullet journal. So far I've only completed like the yearly spreadsheets, but once I finish the January spreadsheets, I will probably be doing a video, just like a short flip through of all the pages I've done so far. So far, I've really enjoyed making the pages for this, and I really hope that I can stick to this because it's an artistic outlet while also keeping me organized. So I don't want to set my goal too high and like I did last year and like have a list of series that I want to read. This time I just want to have a list of authors that I've never read but I want to read. And if I read at least one book by each of these authors, I'm happy. I'm going to consider this personal challenge complete. Now, the first author on this list is Ernest Cline. Last year I planned on reading Ready Player One and Armada. I own both books and I actually don't know any other books that he's written. Those are just like the two I've heard the most about, and they're just the two that I actually had interest in. While they were on my TBR for I know at least half the year, other books just kept getting in the way until eventually I lost interest in them. Now the second author on this list is V.E. Schwab, or Victoria Schwab. Now I own almost all of her books and I am so tired of saying to myself that I will read them when I have the time to like sit down and just read all of them. Not like all the books I own, but like all of the books in the series, which most of those are just duologies and trilogies. I mean, it would not take that much time. Well, it would probably take like a month, I'm not gonna lie. In the reading mood I'm in, it would take me a month to just read one of her trilogies. But I mean, I have to stop putting books off just to, you know, until I have the time, because when is this magical time going to happen? Because it's not. My life is like never actually like on schedule. That's one of the reasons why I'm hoping this bullet journal like keeps me organized, because while there are certain aspects like emergency room visits and surgeries and stuff like that that, you know, 100% I can't plan. But because of stuff like that, I can never like plan anything. So I just need to stop trying to plan and just jump right into them, because that's normally how I have to like start a series. I had to force myself to jump into the first book, and then I'll just hopefully be hooked from there and just the ball will keep rolling. Author number 3 is Marissa Mayer. Same with this author, it's always when I have the time. But in fairness, this author, like all the books I own for her, are pretty much all interconnected into the same series, so it is quite a bit longer than like Victoria Schwab's. Author number 4 is Renee Oda. I really wanted to read Flame in the Mist this past year, and that's mainly because it's a Mulan retelling and I love Mulan. But I kept putting it off because it's in a series, and whether a series it's 2 books, 3 books, 4 books, or more, it's just I like to have pretty much the completed series before I start them. Now, Rick Riordan's books and Cassandra Clare's books are, you know, obvious, you know, they're exempt from this because those series are so far ongoing and everything, and they're like all interconnected and everything. I don't know, it's just those 2 series, they don't count for this one, because those I read as they come out. I mean, the main reason I do this is so that I remember all of the details, and yes, sometimes this makes the books run together. Actually, more often than not, this makes the books run together. But still, I like to get like the full story, be fully immersed into the world, and then complete the series. And just, I don't know, I like to have the series completed. But I'm gonna really try to stop using this as an excuse this year. Whether that happens or not, I don't know. But I'm gonna try. Unless the series is like 4 or more books, then I'll probably still stick with this. But if it's like a duology or trilogy, I need to jump right into it and start reading and stop just procrastinating. I'm horrible at procrastinating. And lastly, author number 5 is Carrie Maniscalco, and I'm hoping I'm saying her name right. But I own her, what is the series called? Is there an actual series name for this? I don't know. But her Stalking Jack the Ripper series, I own this one and Hunting Prince Dracula. Then I plan on getting the other 2 books of this series. Now, my main reason for picking up this series is because I love anything to do with the mystery behind Jack the Ripper. So I was already really interested in this book, but when I realized that it was a 4-book series, I was like, okay, I can't read this book yet. I have to wait until like almost the last book is out, and then I can like binge read the series, which I think the 3rd book just came out and the 4th book is due to come out this year sometime. So that kind of means, going by what I just said about like 4-book series, nothing's holding me back because the 4th book in this series is about to come out, and yeah, I have no more excuses to procrastinate. I also really, really, really love the mystery behind Dracula too. I think, let's see, I can't remember what the 4th book is about, but the 3rd one is Escaping Houdini, and I don't know, I don't really know a whole lot about Houdini. It just didn't interest me as much as, you know, Dracula and Jack the Ripper. You know, that kind of says something about me personally, because Jack and Dracula are just, all theirs is like probably full of blood and guts and death and everything, and Houdini's magic. Now I feel like a horrible person. Moving on. But those are my top 5 authors that I plan to read this year. Like, over all authors, those are the ones that are like on the top of my TBR to get to. I mean, this year especially, I mean, I read a lot of manga this year, but I noticed that I read a lot of books by authors that I've already read, when there are plenty of authors in my book, on my bookshelves, sorry, that I haven't even really looked at twice, and it's like, I need to stop that. It's like Sarah J. Maas was going to be on this list, mainly because I meant to read Catwoman this year, and that didn't happen. So I'll put Sarah J. Maas on here as like an honorable mention, because I haven't read any of her books either. But if you guys have any authors that you like put off reading for one reason or another, whether it's just it's a very intimidating book or series, or it's just you've heard like mixed things about it, let me know in the comments, because I cannot be alone in this. Please tell me I'm not alone in doing this. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!